Welcome. In this presentation, we will explore the architecture of computers, a foundation that underpins the functioning of the digital devices we use every day. Let's break down the key components and understand how they work together to execute complex tasks. To Section 1, Main Components. The architecture of a computer can be broken down into several fundamental parts. First, let's examine the main components. We have 1. The Central Processing Unit, also known as the CPU. The CPU is the brain of the computer. It is responsible for executing the instructions of the program through its functional units. 2. Memory. Memory is the ability of a system to store and recover data or programs. This is a fundamental component in any computer system, since it allows the system to execute instructions and store temporary or permanent information. 3. Input and output devices. An input device is a hardware component that allows the user to interact with a computer system and perform various tasks, such as writing documents, making video calls, and browsing the internet. Tools such as the mouse, keyboard, webcam, scanner, and microphone are among others. An output device is also a hardware component, but this is one that allows the computer system to display or produce information for the user through visual devices such as monitors, printers, and projectors. Hearing devices such as speakers and headphones, and touch devices such as touchscreens, virtual reality devices, and printing devices including printers and plotters. 4. We have the data bus. It is the communication channel that transports data between the CPU memory and the I/O devices. Information can flow in both directions, either from the computer to other devices or from devices themselves to the computer. It includes the address bus, which represents the set of communication lines that connect the processor to memory and other system components, allowing the transfer of memory addresses. The data bus is a type of communication bus in which data is transmitted between different components of a computer or system. The control bus is responsible for managing and accessing data lines and addresses. The signals of the bus allow both orders and information to be transmitted, and its main function is to facilitate the operation of the system without a clash of information. There are different architectures depending on the design and purpose. Two of the most common are the von Neumann architecture, the design that contains a logical arithmetic unit and processor registers. A control unit that contains an instruction register, a program counter, and an input or output mechanism consists of a central processing unit that uses a single memory to store data and instructions, which can cause bottlenecks due to competition for memory access. 2. The Harvard architecture. It is characterized by the fact that the information and the storage buses are separated. Therefore, it is more complex having the buses independently, avoiding the bottleneck as it separates the instruction and data memory, allowing the CPU to access both simultaneously while improving performance. 3. RISC architecture. It is an architecture that uses a reduced set of instructions to improve performance. 4. We have CISC architecture, or CISC architecture, and it is an architecture that uses a broad set of instructions to perform complex tasks. The computer architecture has several fundamental purposes that define its design and operation purposes, such as we understand how computers work. Understanding the architecture of computers allows you to understand how data is processed, how instructions are executed, and how input or output devices are interacted with. 2. Design and develop efficient software. Knowing the architecture of computers allows you to design and develop software that adapts to the characteristics of the hardware, which can improve performance and efficiency. 3. The optimized computer performance. Understanding computer architecture allows you to identify bottlenecks and optimize computer performance. And 4. To diagnose and troubleshoot. Understanding computer architecture allows you to diagnose and troubleshoot hardware and software issues more effectively. This is come in handy in case sometimes when we need to diagnose problems that we may experience, the troubleshoot allows us to counter it and find it and help us counter it. Now we learn about emerging technologies. Computer architecture is constantly evolving, so knowing about it allows you to stay on top of the latest trends and emerging technologies. 6. Improve computer security. Understanding computer architecture allows you to identify vulnerabilities and develop strategies to improve computer security. 7. Develop skills in engineering and programming. Knowing the architecture of computers is essential to develop skills in engineering and programming. These are the benefits of computer architecture computer. Architecture offers a variety of paramount benefits that drive technological development and enhance the user experience. These happen to include It contributes to a significant increase in the performance of a computer by allowing a faster and more efficient execution of tasks. It establishes architectural standards and enables compatibility between different systems and components, speeding up the interconnection and interoperability of devices and software. It also promotes the advancement of the field by enabling the creation of new processors, chips, devices, and advanced systems.